Captain's log, stardate 58130.6. The Cerritos has rendezvoused with the Archimedes and my old friend Captain Sonia Gomez.
That's like a fancy mix between the Excelsior and the Sovereign. It's got like Sovereign nacelles and the Excelsior Deflector Edition upper hull.
Carol, I know Cali class isn't afraid of getting their nacelles dirty. We just don't want multiple ships approaching at once, or the Liparians might
So she's wearing a classic TNG film uniform too. I'm always harking on that, I know, but it's weird to me. Although I kind of do like the diversity of uniforms, though. It makes more unique between ships.
Oh, please, I know you hate me.
I don't think about you at all.
Yeah, right, I bet you dream about me every night with your stupid little butt. Whoa!
Enjoy your...
Is that voice actress character in other parts, other characters in this show? Because her voice sounds very familiar.
Command likes to keep a real sense of consistency. You're gonna have to make some tearful goodbyes.
Come on, you really think she's gonna send you away, Mariner? You guys have become like actually pretty close over this season, so I think you're safe.
Oh man, this again? Hey Boimler, my implant's messing up my vision. Can you take my shift in Cetacean Ops so I can get it fixed?
Sorry,
Gosh, imagine getting like iPhone notifications in your eyepiece. It'll drive you nuts. It's coming.
This is huge for your mom. She gets to dive into the unknown on a whole new ship. God, I never get to dive into unknowns.
Oh, promotion means a big party and a fancy dinner.
Kinky.
I think she's mad at me.
For what?
Well, I mean, there's just so much to study on the Cerritos. Sometimes it's hard to stay focused on just sickbay.
Come on, Dr. T's...
Oh gosh, that's so obnoxious. They drive me freaking nuts. I don't know how he does it. Rutherford's got some goal.
Hello? Tendi?
She says hi to everyone. She's a waitress.
But it's different.
I mean, he does have another eye, though. I mean, he wouldn't just be seeing those, blocking his vision.
We'll see you in the lap system, Captain Freeman.
I like how that ship looks, I gotta tell you. Not a big fan of the Excelsior class. Just the original Excelsior class. I just don't think it looks very clunky, but that's a cool sort of streamlining of it and, updating of it. Looks cool. I like it.
What? No.
What the hell is going on here?
It's not you, Tendi. You're great at your job. You're a fantastic nurse.
Why didn't you tell us? You're lucky I'm so spiritually centered or I'd snap.
It's not official.
Why the hell wouldn't you take your number one? I agree with you.
This is totally improper behavior, bridge crew. Senior staff should be better than this. Now be pissed too, though.
Any other class, our warp is twice as fast as any other ship in the fleet.
Whoa, Mr. Billups.
Oh, hey, so who's gonna be the new captain?
Damn. Billups is snapping. Everybody's snapping. Pissed off at you, Freeman.
I should have been more mean.
Whoa. I gotta see this for myself. Hang on. You're right. You're not in there. That's so unfair.
I can't believe this.
Yeah, it was actually here. That's pretty messed up, actually. Well, I'm sure there's a justification for it, more than we know.
Maybe I should lead the way.
Yeah, that's an okie dokie for me.
Okie dokie. Well, I love Eugene Cordero.
Take us in nice and slow. Let's give them plenty of time to scan us. Nobody likes unexpected guests.
I'm okay. Please
I
don't.
like this bridge. It's got I really love the warm color scheme of the Enterprise E bridge and that Sovereign sort of class bridge, because it just makes it feel very cozy. It's better than those little white, very sort of sterile colors that make it more like a hospital, like the J.J. Abrams Enterprise bridge, something like that. This is something you'd actually want to serve on.
Captain can't worry about feelings when it comes to a decision like this.
Oh, well then you're in luck, because you don't have feelings.
Gosh, you've got so much to learn.
Enough bickering, ladies. Shit's going down. Get to that bridge. Whoa. That's a freaking cool-ass looking shockwave. It's like the, oh, it's like the Praxis shockwave hitting the Excelsior. How appropriate. It must be a reference to that.
Warp course offline.
What about reserves?
Backup power cells are down. Captain, it's all down.
But we're still moving?
And this is way more damage than was done to the Excelsior from the Praxis wave.
20 hours until impact. Planetary damage. It'll be catastrophic.
If we can get a tractor beam on them...
Not gonna happen, Captain. That debris is caught in the orbit too.
Nice to see it. Everybody's here. It's the real deal problem then. Even K-Sean.
Can't we just warp past the debris?
That was merely a suggestion. Just break the rules.
Yep, I guess that's why K-Sean is not always invited. He makes stupid suggestions. Poor guy.
The captain's yacht, Mom. That's not going to work. It's got the same shielding as the Cerritos.
Voice authorization, Freeman. If I can navigate through the debris...
You haven't piloted any...
Nice. Rutherford Teddy just chilling on the captain's yacht, being mischievous.
You can't just bully your way into whatever you want. Why do you act like this?
Because I'm a Kirk-style free spirit who kicks butt and it super intimidates people.
Kirk-style free spirit. She's a bit more free-spirited, even more so than Kirk, I would say. Bit too, loudmouthed.
The outer is an extra layer of protection.
Which we wouldn't need because we aren't even going to warp.
It would take the whole crew working around the clock to remove
So it's like they're peeling back one layer of skin from the ship. Interesting, I didn't really think of that. I guess there's like multiple layers of hull plating, I guess.
Now, get to work. Cerritos strong. Oh, and the ballroom dancing competition will have to be postponed.
Ballroom dancing. Hated doing that shit as a kid. Yep. So this is the more first contact tie-ins, like the when they disengage the deflector dish with the 3 maglocks. But at least there's no Borg looming around this time.
Last year I lost all my memories of Tendi, so whenever I make a new one, I save 3 copies just in case it happens again.
Well, it's only gonna get worse until you free up some space.
Oh, that's freaking sweet. But would saving 3 copies really help if everything is wiped? That's not looking so hot. Looks like it's getting pretty close to the planet. I guess it is only drifting though. It's gonna take a little while. 24 hours, I think you said. 20 hours now, maybe. Dang, it looks kind of cool, and without the hull, it has like a new camo on it.
Because I never want to work with you again.
Beckett!
Just when I said things were, they had grown a lot between, the relationship between mother and daughter had healed considerably. Seems like we're going back on that now.
That panel's just gonna have to come off on the fly. Red alert! Helm, get us up to speed. Carefully.
Ugh. And he's got the manual steering stick straight out of Insurrection, that stupid thing. Actually, his is a little bit less stupid looking than it was in the Insurrection, but it's still a ridiculous concept, I think.
What if someone asks why he has it?
We programmed that in. He'll think it was elective.
Huh? What the hell was that? Somebody's experimenting on him? That's no good. That's pretty sus. Look at their little uniforms. What the fuck? I love it. Brilliant.
So now she decides to take off. That's messed up. And I kind of already told her I never want to work with her again.
So she is just really sad about potentially losing her mom as the captain. That's good. It's nice to know that she's not just being a twat.
clamp a thingy.
No, you don't. Boimler's got this.
You guys don't understand my family.
We are your family! We will always be there for you, and right now...
Damn right. Damn right, Tendi. You are Lower Decks family.
So, you guys doing anything for Captain Freeman Day?
That's for calves. Yes. Classic. More maglocks. Everything is secured by those obnoxious maglocks. I guess they're very safe.
No time for emotional bids, Ensign. Also, I was being a jerk too, and I love you. Aww. Now post up. We need all the help we can get.
Oh, okay. Well, we're back to where we were. That was quick. But good. I like things better this way anyway. Okay, let's keep it this way. Boimler? What the heck? He's gonna freaking drowning. Get him out of there. Come on. What the frickin' ad? I want to make sure Boimler does not frickin' drown. I guess that's another reference to First Contact too, right? When Worf gets his spacesuit, his airline like cut, or in his leg or whatever, and he's got to tie it up with like a Borg tube. Not cube, tube. Oh, shit's hitting the fan. They're hitting everything now. No bueno. Keep it together, Ransom. You're a good pilot, boy.
Yes, he's gonna be okay!
I saw a koala.
Yeah, you know...
They're going skinny dipping. Why do they want them to go skinny dipping? That's kind of sus. But they're wearing uniforms anyway. They're not even naked. Yep, more First Contact referencing, for sure. Finally something that I get the majority of the references. And this is obviously a Star Trek 3 generation sort of reference.
I'm proud of you, Mom. You saved the day, kept it together. I guess I understand why Command was so impressed.
Thank you, but I'm a little nervous.
Still accepting that promotion? Deny that promotion. Stay on the Cerritos, where you belong.
Of the starship Cerritos, and I come in...
Laperia welcomes you! We must drink!
Laperia. Okay, these are Laperians. Cool design. Kind of look like Abomination now from Marvel. With those like fish ears.
Every time I think I'm out of this thing, boom, hit by an asteroid.
Well, don't worry, I'm sure you're the doc's top priority.
Ensign Tendi, get over here.
Poor Bajoran cannon fodder. Sucks.
I'm moving you into senior science officer training.
Wait, like, to work on the bridge? Like Jadzia Dax?
What the f is that? I don't know who that is. No, like Spock.
Come on, you don't know who Jadzia Dax is? Maybe Ezri? But yeah, that's an obscure person to draw a connection to.
Hey, happy first contact, Cap.
Oh, thank you, Jack. It was great.
Have you been drinking?
Oh.
Very well.
Captain Freeman's drunk. Something bad's gonna happen. She's gonna make a fool of herself and lose her promotion.
You were a real hero today.
Thanks, but anyone would have done the same.
Whoa, check out Mr. Humble Confidence. Where'd you come from?
I guess when you almost drowned in whale pee.
What's this Andorian girl's name? I don't remember her in any other episode. But clearly her and Mariner have a past.
Maybe bigger, but never better. I'm turning down the transfer.
What?
But Captain, you've been working so hard
See?
for this.
Well, maybe...
She doesn't want to leave you guys. And I don't blame her.
Best crew in the fleet.
Mom, no way.
Come on, let's go tell them they wasted their trip.
Captain, I drew the banners. It was Boimler.
It's crazy after watching this 2 seasons of the show how much I've grown to appreciate these characters individually. Like, yeah, they're comedic characters, but they're legitimately good officers.
Is my home.
You're under arrest for the destruction of Pac-led Planet.
What? What are you talking about? Hey, let her go.
What?
We have proof that you colluded with Klingon extremists to plant a Veruvian bomb in the Pac-led capital city.
She had nothing to do with this!
That is for a tribunal to decide.
I'll kill you!
Stop! Let them do their job. But Mom...
Captain...
Yeah, she was involved with like a coup in the Pac-led society with the Emperor or whatever, but what the heck? I mean, she was not involved in this at all.
This woman is under arrest.
This is wild. It's just like the cliffhanger to the end of Strange New Worlds with Una. To be continued. Wow. What a somber way to end the season compared to the heroic and triumphant way they ended Season 1. Wild. Alright, so that was the finale to Season 2 of Lower Decks. And wow, that was very different from the finale of Season 1. I'm far more melancholy and very much like the Empire Strikes Back ending. You know, everybody... We're sort of left with the characters in sort of a dire situation rather than them being triumphant, like with Season 1, where they just defeat the Pac-lids with Riker and Troy, and it was the Titan, and everything was all exciting and heroic, like I said, and upbeat and satisfactory. This is a very clear cliffhanger. I mean, it even said to be continued at the end of the episode. So this is set up for Season 3, obviously, and it's wild how, obviously, Strange New Worlds piggybacked off this with the end of its Season 1, showing Una being arrested. Here we see Freeman being arrested. However, with Strange New Worlds, it was very obvious that the crimes that Una had committed, what they considered to be crimes. But here, Freeman was obviously framed. I mean, yes, they were involved with huge governmental uprisings on Pac-led Planet, but they did not plant a bomb at the center of the planet, as far as I remember, unless I'm forgetting that. But even then, the Starfleet security guy said that she was responsible for it that day when they were doing the other mission of saving the Archimedes. So obviously, there is some sort of framing going on. I don't know. Maybe there was a transporter accident, and there's a second one of her, like with Boimler. But I don't know. But the whole thing with the Archimedes was cool. I don't know what class ship that is, if that's just a newer Excelsior class. It probably is, but it's got like sovereign nacelles. It looks really cool. I really like how that looks, and like I said, I'm not really a fan of the original Excelsior, but that's a really cool update. I like it more than the California class for sure. I do like the Cali class, but that's a cooler design. The Archimedes, the new Excelsior. But the plot to save them was cool. I'm not really sure about the shedding the outer hull. But then they had to wear, biosuits in the side of the ship. That was kind of weird, but it was a cool thing seeing Ransom use like the joystick to fly the Cerritos. I mean, it's so stupid, but I love the Insurrection reference because I actually kind of like Insurrection. Don't hate me. But and all the references, because this one was referencing that movie so heavily, I obviously was getting them because I haven't seen all of TNG or Deep Space Nine or Voyager, so when they reference the movies, which I have seen religiously, many times, I get those references. All the stuff with the spacesuits and walking on the hull, it was all obviously very clearly pulled from First Contact, and I love to see it. That was a lot of fun. So character-wise, we were sort of backtracking with Mariner and Freeman when Mariner learned that Freeman was up for promotion and could potentially transfer, but by the end of it, once again, we came full circle back to them being a little bit closer, because this season's really been a journey for them becoming much closer and open with each other. And they even used the metaphor of shedding the ship's skin with Mariner shedding her sort of boundaries and becoming more open with people. And that did sort of happen in the end, and she said, she thanked her mom and, appreciated her more by the end of, and seeing how important it is to be a strong commander, and that was cool. A little bit more character growth. Of course, in the end, she saw her mother get arrested, which sucks, but I'm sure that she'll be fighting for her, because even though she bitches about her here and there, she's still will do whatever it takes to protect her mom. I mean, these characters are really fantastic. I mean, considering the show's just a comedy, it's really more than that. And the characters are really strong. I mean, I hate to say this, but they're far more interesting than the characters in Discovery. There were some great actors in that show, but I can't really name any of the characters besides Michael Burnham and Saru, who I like. But the tertiary and even secondary characters are so forgettable to me. But here I mean, obviously Mariner, Boimler, Freeman, Ransom, Shax, Billups, even Stevens. All these characters. Keishan, they're all quirky and memorable and unique and funny, and just they all have something going for them, and that really makes me care about their relationships and their dynamics, which is obviously an incredible achievement for an animated cartoon. Cartoon is not really fair, but an animated show, an animated adult Star Trek show. And it gets Star Trek. It nails Star Trek to a T. And this I feel like, obviously some people have said that's not really been happening as of late, but this show definitely does it, and I commend it for it. More and more it's been happening as of late, thankfully. But yeah, I mean, this was a great season finale, and even more so than in season 1. I'm looking forward to the following season, considering the cliffhanger we were left off on, and to see how that wraps up. But yeah, man, I don't know if season 4 is coming for Lower Decks. I was assuming it is, because from what I've heard, Lower Decks season 3 is great. But yeah, I'm going to be sad if season 3 is the last one I get to watch. But what an incredible journey this has been. And so one season left to go, and I hope until potentially season 4. And I've been loving every minute of this so far, and I hope you have too. And hopefully you'll be joining me for when I start watching season 3 soon. Thanks for watching.